All right, what's going on, everybody? Mets on the mic here. Mets After Dark. It's been a minute since I've been on here talking baseball, talking Mets baseball. We got Juan Soto. We got the biggest fish in the sea. We've landed him. But it seems like the Dodgers have been taking front page of the headlines these days in the MLB, signing pretty much everybody. They are trying to repeat as World Series champions, and they got a lot of money. The Mets have more, but David Stearns being a little frugal in my eyes, not budging with Scott Boras over Pete Alonso's contract talks. Vlad Guerrera's name has been thrown around in trade rumors for the Blue Jays if they do indeed sign Alonso. It seems like there's a lot of back and forth. We have a lot to unpack. Let's get started. So as you know, free agency is still going on. It's slowed down a little bit. Pete Alonso, the Mets, best Met last year in the postseason, most clutch next to Vientos, is a free agent, and he is getting offers apparently from the Toronto Blue Jays as well as the New York Mets. It seems like David Stearns has drawn a line in the sand he does not want to cross. He doesn't want to give Pete clearly a big-time, long-time deal, and I get that, but man, I would love to have him back. I think this lineup is not as good without Pete, unless you do indeed go out and trade for a Vlad Guerrera Jr., that we need Pete in this lineup. Vientos, could he have a sophomore slump type of season? That's always possible. Teams now have 1 year of tape on him. They can figure him out. To ask him to bat behind Juan Soto, who I believe Soto's going to get walked awful a lot this year. I expect it, especially if Alonso is not protecting him in the order. Vientos is a nice piece, but Alonso is still scary, and the Mets lineup is not as scary without Pete. Hopefully a deal can get done. It's just Boras, Stearns, they're both playing hardball. I do trust Stearns with my team. He has not yet to prove me wrong yet, so we just got to hope for the best. I still would love Pete back. Brought back Jesse Winker. I like that addition, but man, the Dodgers are just taking over. They're signing everybody. Their bullpen stacked. Their rotation is scary. The Mets rotation could be a little bit better. In other news, it seems like Max Scherzer, former Met, was seen throwing in front of several teams and their scouts, and the Mets were there at that practice or throwing session. And the Mets apparently have interest in bringing back Max Scherzer on a likely one-year deal, maybe be the fifth, sixth guy in the rotation. Listening earlier to Evan and Tiki show, Evan Roberts was adamant about not wanting to have him back because he can't stand the guy from a baseball standpoint. Great human, I'm sure, smoking wife, model, but it's tough. He is tough to root for. He was good in the beginning when he was a Met, but man, how it ended, I'm surprised Cohen is even entertaining the thought of bringing him back. But those are the updates. We really don't know what's going to happen with Pete Alonso. You have rumors on one side from Toronto saying we are not near a deal at all. Then you have Andy Martino. I don't care for him at all, but he's saying they're at the 10-yard line in contract talks with the Blue Jays. And apparently now it was addressed that they told Vientos and Brett Beatty to start practice playing first base early this spring to get ready for spring training. If I guess the Mets are already going on to Plan B, life without Pete Alonso. It sucks. I mean, I'm just looking at his picture on the wall signed in my Mets cave, and right under David Wright signed, and next to Jacob deGrom, another former Met signed that I love that left the team. It sucks. Pete Alonso is the epitome of a New York Met. I love him. He is corny, of course, in the home run derby, doing like seances and just... But I love the guy, and he cemented his Mets legacy this postseason, doing that home run against the Brewers and playing well against the Phillies in the NLDS. I would love him back. I'll update you guys once I hear more. As always, let's go Mets.